here's the whole deal here. Reputation is everything, Randy. And so Michael Irvin, absolutely, if he believes he did nothing wrong, he should fight this thing tooth and nail.
I hope he does. I hope he does not give up. There have been too many instances of false allegations against Black men. And Black men, unfortunately, are guilty until proven innocent, which is not right. And I hope that after they're done with the case against Marriott, they actually go after a civil suit against the woman who's making the false allegations. This cannot continue. Yes, it's hurting his career, but even when this is cleared up, and I believe it will be, there will still be smoke. It never will be the exact same. There will always be doubt. And that is a burden on Black men, that he has to carry that around.
The thing here, Jason, again, watching that video, and yes, it's just video, there's no audio, but you would think that if Irvin said something obscene, as this woman alleged, we would see a different type of reaction on that video.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you look at it and you take into account, how a reasonable person would react. Now, that's not to say that somebody may not react differently, but with the actions that were taken in terms of banning him from the hotels, leaving him on Super Bowl weekend without anywhere to stay, with that kind of reaction, I think you should have more solid proof than just one person's word. And, to me, it seemed like the reaction by Marriott is not supported by the video. And I think you do have to fight for your reputation. That's incredibly important. That's something that will follow you. And we know, and as you stated in your previous interview, Michael Irvin's reputation has taken some hits over the years. He can't afford any more. And he had a good job. He was seeming to rebuild his brand and his reputation. He deserves that if he's not guilty of what's being said about him. And from what I can see, I would lean toward that. Now, that's not to say that it's a definite. As you stated, we don't have audio. We don't know what he said. But from what we can see, it doesn't appear to support what's being alleged. And, I think he deserves, at least for him not to be smeared the way that it's seeming like he's being smeared right now.
Larry.
So, Roland, you mentioned earlier in terms of, some of the ups and downs that Michael Irvin has encountered in his professional career and after. And I think this is people assuming based on some of those issues that whatever was said between Michael and this lady are accurate. And that's unfortunate in today's society. And I'm really interested to see how this plays out over the next couple of weeks, couple of months. And you said, Roland, you've been really clear as you made in terms of, and even the last interview, that, Michael's been really, and his attorney's been adamant about that. He didn't say the things that he's being accused of saying. And Marriott's response to this allegation was substantial in terms, like I said, putting him out of the hospital, banning him, out of their hotels, et cetera. So it was pretty extreme. But the thing I'm thinking about in terms of, like I said, and Irvin and some of the challenges he's had in the past, can he even get back to where he was prior to this conversation? And I don't know the answer to that, in today's society in terms of, making sure that women aren't being treated unfairly. I don't know if he can ever get his reputation back. And I don't know what he said. No one knows what really was said between those two. And certainly, like, we can watch video and obviously there's no audio and see some of their interaction and look at body language and try to assume what happened. But this becomes he say, she say. And the question is, once again, is there any way in terms of him getting back his reputation that existed 5 seconds until their interaction? And I really don't know the answer to that question, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine
people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it.
This is about covering us.
Invest in black-owned media.
Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks.
We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible.
Checks and money orders go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com.